Good morning. I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Wednesday, hump day, 11th of May. How is everyone this morning? You good? Or this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are? I'm going to be doing some channeling for the collective this morning. I'm also going to be giving mini reads as well. If you're interested in a mini read and you're on here live with me, then check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. That tells you how to do the mini reads. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in that comment to use. And you can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker here on YouTube if you want to as well. After you've done your donation, leave a comment with a capital Q at the start of it with your question for your reading. It can just be guidance or whatever, or very specific, totally up to you. So I'll be doing that. I'll be getting some cards out too. Let's do it. Got the dentist all booked in, so Psychic Cafe will not... Cafe? Let me see. Psychic Cafe will be on next Monday, on the full moon. On the 16th, it won't be on the 18th, not on the Wednesday. No, I'm not here next Wednesday. I'm at the dentist, and I'm at the dentist on Thursday, and then I'll be back Thursday afternoon. I'll be on Friday. So just the Wednesday. Hi, Maria. How are you? They're trying to get me booked in this week, but they only had like hour-long appointments, and I said, I'm not a dentist, and even I know it's going to take way longer than that, like way longer than that. And I said, I'm not going back and forth between these islands. I'm too busy. I want it done in one go, which is why I asked for it to be done in one go. I said, and I'm thinking it's going to take a very long appointment and then probably an appointment the next day as well in case it's not all finished. Anyway, they booked me in for a 3-hour appointment on the 18th. And a 1-hour appointment on the 19th in the morning in case I need that too. Hey, Barbara. Good to see you again as well. Let's get some cards out. So the dentist is booked in, so that means we've got a fight night on this island tomorrow night. We've got a fight night on the 17th on Kopanang, next island, and then I'm going from there the next morning to the next island, Samui, where the dentist is. Got myself booked in a hotel already that's very close to the dentist, because after the pain, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to check in or whatever, I just want a room to go to, probably be on a lot of painkillers and stuff. And anyway, get it all done in one go. I'm so excited to get this thing replaced. So next week you'll see me with temporary teeth. And then the week after that I'll go for my brand spanking new teeth. Exciting. 2 new ones at the front. You won't notice the other one. I think that one needs replacing, but you'll notice the front ones and it'll make such a difference. I've had this like this since I was about 10. So good to be getting it sorted out. Maria, your bungalow in Cornwall fell through. Oh, you've had an offer accepted on a much better bungalow just outside Honiton. I've never been to Honiton. Don't recognise that name. Rituals and offerings. Look at my nails. Pretty. They don't last, but I can do them really nice with these stickers. This side is not so good. I messed them up a little bit. It looks okay in the blurry camera, but it's so hard to stop yourself from using your hands when you've done your nails, isn't it, to let them dry properly? I picked something up with this and I messed them up. Impatient. Rituals and offerings is what we're talking about this morning. Do we have to sacrifice somebody or something? Probably have to sacrifice someone or something. Well, that's exciting, Maria. Does it just keep on getting better and better, Maria? Thanks, Deborah. They're cute, aren't they? I nearly put some colourful stickers on, But they just wouldn't work. I was trying to get them off with my tweezers and they're just breaking up. So I threw that whole sheet out because they were useless. And then got this one out, and these came out in one go. Really pretty. Really pretty ones. Nice. Just wish it'd stay. Like, they need to invent some good nail stuff that will last like gel, but not wreck your nails like gel, right? Anyway, my friend isn't here anymore. She's in Spain. It does my nails. Miss her. We've got peace and purification here. Purification. We've got to sacrifice somebody or something and be at peace with that, or for our peace. Let go of something. Got business talks tomorrow. Oh, I went for a massage yesterday. She's uses this app where she types into it Thai, because she's not very good at English. She types in, and I'm not very good at Thai. She types into it. She's like, I haven't seen you for a long time and your muscles are really bad. And it was painful. And I worked out, it had been like 3 or 4 weeks since I've been for a massage, because last week was raining, couldn't go anywhere. And the week before that, I was busy. And the week before that, I was busy. And my body, so I'm going to go for another one on Saturday, I think. Because next week I won't be able to get one because of all the dentist stuff and everything. My poor body. Oh, with all the training that I do, I need a massage every week. To get a massage every week is great. It's like, it doesn't get tight when she does it, unlike she's big lady. She stands on me, and today, like yesterday, she couldn't stand on me. She could push on me, and that was painful enough, but usually she can stand on me, not a problem. My muscles are really good. Yeah, got to keep on top of it. And we've got guidance. That's what we're doing, guidance. Cards that say guidance. When you're giving guidance anyway and you're getting guidance, it's a bit strange when you get a card that says guidance. It's like a tarot card that says tarot on it. There is one of those in that as below deck. I forgot to do the Lenormand last time. Do you remember? Do you remember that I forgot? When I was putting it away afterwards, I'm like, I didn't do them. This one's ideal, nothing to do. Oh, nice. It's got air source, heat pump. Air source, heat pump. Hot water solar panels, awesome. Yeah, I was going to say that. You know, when I didn't win my ideal house, it wasn't actually ideal because it didn't have solar panels on it, and I moved into the house that did have solar panels on. Solar panels are a great thing, especially in really hot countries, because when the sun is beating down, that is when you want the aircon on, and it makes aircon free when you have solar panels like that, because really when it's hot and it's sunny, it produces a lot of electricity. So you can have free aircon. It's fantastic. So sure about the heat though, it's kind of the wrong way around in cold countries, isn't it? You want the heat on when the sun isn't shining. What have we got going on? We've got the sun coming out first. Good. So yeah, I've got business talks tomorrow. So I was trying to free up my day tomorrow so that I go training in the morning and then talk. And then go to fight night with him. Oh, thanks, Judy. I'm scared. I'm a little bit apprehensive. I'm excited, but I'm apprehensive too. Just the pain, you know. It's a lot. It is a lot to be done. I've got a friend that's a dentist. She trains with me. She's a dentist. I pretty much know all the staff at the hospital now. And she's the dentist at the hospital. And she's like, "You're going to the dentist. I heard you're going to the dentist. You can't do anything on this island without everyone knowing about it." And I said, "Yeah." So she's like, What? What are you doing? What are you doing?" So I told her. She's like, "How much is that costing?" Told her. She's like, "Oh my God, that's a lot of money." It is a lot of money. And I said, "Does that sound right to you?" She's like, "Well, the teeth that you're getting made are 50,000 each. Not $50,000, 50,000 baht." Which is enough. It's about $3,000. about $3,000 per tooth for them to actually be made. And they are expensive, you know, the state of the art things. This was probably about that. Probably about £2,000 at the time, and this is 26 years old. I didn't pay it though. It was free because I was pregnant in the UK. Free dental when you're pregnant. Bargain. But yeah, she said, is it, so I said it's 65,000 at tooth. She's like, well, they cost 50, so that's an extra 15 for bone, you know, the drilling in the bone and all that kind of stuff. She said, yeah, that's about right price. Anyway, we've got the sun out and house. So building things. Yeah, that's good. Loyal heart, loyalty. Very nice. So things moving. Really, things getting happier, things moving, especially around houses. Maria's got that going on. Loyalty. It's like probably maybe the universe being loyal to you or someone else being loyal to you. For me, I'm taking this as business stuff for me. Building stuff. I see my friend. He's running the gym at the moment. He's really thinking about it now. For the first time, he's getting a business side on. He talked to me yesterday about marketing. I'm like, oh, about $6,000 per tooth. Ooh, it's expensive, isn't it? I know it's cheaper here. People come to Thailand for the cheaper dental work from Australia because it is a little bit cheaper. Hi, Carrie. Okay, well, that's good. We've also got whips as well, but an ongoing problem that's around and around and around again. Something like some kind of a punishment. Might feel like a punishment. We don't get punished by the universe. Tower! Yikes. Very cute, these nails. Oh, they're gorgeous. Very short. I'm nearly growing them out. I'm nearly growing the gel wreck stuff out. They are getting stronger. That's a lot of money, isn't it? $6,000 per tooth. No, the whole thing is costing me about $15,000. Thereabouts. That's a lot, but not when you consider the amount of stuff I'm getting done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new teeth. Whips and tower. Wow, that's a lot of pain right there. Snake. Oh, someone's causing trouble. Someone's causing trouble. There's going to be a lot of trouble around this full moon. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? Is everyone feeling it? The build up to this full moon eclipse. Erica Elmotz. Started watching her. Does anyone watch her? She's an astrologer. Also a reader as well. She does stuff around divine masculine, divine feminine, yes, but also the astrology stuff. And I've been watching her, and this morning, who was it? That lady with long hair, I can't remember her name. She's got really, 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 really long hair, like down here. Blonde hair, astrologer. She was talking about the full moon eclipse. She was like, it's not going to be good. This is not good. This is an ongoing problem kind of thing, causing a tower moment, people being sneaky, a snake in the grass, revealing themselves, people being manipulative, that kind of thing. Yes. There's a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Shoved into change, pushed. I think my energy update for it says something like shoved, towered, pushed, forced into letting things go. People are going to be having a lot of reactions to it. It's going to be full on. Scorpio, it's full on. We have a ladder here. There's communication coming. Could be official. To say that there's movement happening or allowing movement to happen. Contracts and things like that. Doing things by the book. Yeah, I was getting that. Contracts and things like that to get things moving. That's good. Okay, which is interesting, isn't it? Because Mercury retrograde suggests it's not a good time for that kind of stuff, but there it is. Apparently it is. Perhaps it's the best time as things are being let go of now. That is the time to draw up new agreements and things like that. It can't always be about Mercury being in retrograde. We can't be scared of that. It's not that scary, really. It's just a call to go inwards. And if you're going inwards anyway, then there's not really a problem with it. The only problems that I notice with Mercury in retrograde is I can't speak properly. And I only really notice it when I'm making videos because I can't get my words out the same. It's definite that happens around Mercury retrograde for sure. It's not too bad though, but I don't find the rest of the stuff happening, like stuff breaking and things like that. I just don't get that. I tend to be on top of my guidance and stuff like that. And so I don't need the tower moments from the universe to force me to go inward and stuff like that. I'm already on it. I'm already doing it. And so if you find that you're already on the inner work and you're coming along to this, so you probably are. Should be okay. Okay, let's read these down. We've got the Sun and Whips and a letter, so something being revealed about pain. Again, a letter I'm getting from that is an official documentation, so someone it could be like a cease and desist letter or something like that. Someone being called out on something that they're doing wrong. It could be a court thing as well. But it's something that's been painful and it's being revealed now. It's like someone's standing up for themselves at last. Might be surprising to you, people around you doing that. Someone coming out about something that happened to them and they're taking a stand on it now to let it go. To let it go properly instead of taking the hit of it. So people might be outing other people, taking them to court, that kind of thing. Yeah, things coming to light. How interesting. We've also got house, tower, and ship. Wow, that's quite clear, isn't it? The house falls so that movement can happen. So that's a significant endings going on at the moment. Expect people that you thought were in happy marriages breaking up. Expect businesses suddenly deciding to not be in business anymore. Things like that. A house appeared sturdy. Oh, no, it's falling so that movement can happen. Coffee's done. It's very disappointing just having a small amount of coffee each morning, so I have to make myself a hot chocolate so that I can keep on drinking something that's nice. It is quite nice. It's just plain cocoa. Wow. And then we've got Dog, Loyal Heart, Snake book. So someone with a loyal heart and then someone else being a snake in the grass and then learning something from that or doing things by the book. It feels like if we're talking about toxic people here, which I think we are with the snake card, no matter what you do, you can't resolve things nicely with toxic people. They get more toxic, like a tick. I think I said it in one of the videos recently. Like a tick, you pull a tick off and it releases its poison when you pull it off. Whenever you're dealing with toxic people, if you try and get rid of them or sort it out, they'd be more toxic. They'd be more toxic as it happens. But then at least you're done with it. It's better in the long term, right? And that's what I'm getting from this. Trying to do it by the book, trying to make it as least painful as possible. This loyal heart person. So why do loyal heart people end up with snakes? Do you know the answer to that? It's codependency. That's why. Loyal heart people see the best in everyone and they end up with snakes. Snakes are attracted to loyal heart people because they're the only people that they can get away with their shit with. And so they want that love from the loyal heart person who's stupid enough to give it to them. And then they suffer the pain. The loyal heart person suffers the pain from it until they realize this is a toxic person. It can take them some time to realize that. So it feels like someone with a loyal heart has realized that they're a toxic person, but they're trying the hardest to get out of it cleanly in a nice way, because a loyal heart person will try and do that. But I don't think it's going to work. Try all they like, but I don't think it's going to work. Interesting that there's a door there as well, open. It's like a way out. I don't think it really is. I think you always have to suffer the consequences of the choices that you've made, even if the choice was made unconsciously, even if you didn't realize you're doing it, even if you thought you were being a good person. There just seemed to be a writing going on by the universe. Not writing, but writing, making things right, make movement. This ship's very important here. There's movement happening. Things falling apart so that movement can happen to get us with the right people in the right places. Like I've been saying lately, the universe can't just deliver it to us because we've got free will and we can make those choices. And so what it does is tries to show us as best it can of the crappy choices that we're making for ourselves so that we can get what we truly want. It wants to give it to us, but we are the ones standing in its way. We're the ones that make the decisions that stop it from happening. So I feel like this is what this eclipse is about, this full moon eclipse coming up. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to lead to movement. So let's get some tarot out. We are being prepared for it. In here. Anyone want a mini read? Get your donations in if you do. Batch them all up. Oh, my body hurts. I think Saturday I'm going to have to go for another massage. We will see. Saturday or Sunday. Tarot. What do we need to know? Seven of Swords, the card of deception. People will be... my nails kind of match these cards. People will be trying to wheedle the way out of things. I never said that. That kind of stuff. Especially when things are falling apart for the toxic people, right? That's when they start, I didn't mean that. I was only joking. Why are you being so sensitive? And all of that kind of stuff. And then they start saying things like, don't hold a grudge. Let these things go. They try and turn it on you. Try and appeal to what makes sense to you. And so they'll say things like, why are you holding a grudge? Shouldn't you let that go? Or perhaps you should practice forgiveness. They'll use anything. If they're smart, toxic people. If they're stupid, toxic people, they'll just come out with flat out lies. Anyway, it feels like they're going to reveal themselves. Third parties. I'm not getting a good vibe from this Three of Cups at all. I'm getting third parties. I'm getting gossip. I'm getting... like the three girls at school all against you. They're all in the circle. You're not, kind of thing. Being pushed, ostracized, singled out. Now, people do that when they feel insecure themselves, right? When they feel insecure, like they're about to be left out or ostracized, they will actually ostracize someone else. Happened to me at school. I used to hang around with these two girls, Melanie and Cheryl, and we'd go around as this threesome. We had a lot of fun together. But it started out, Melanie, she was the trouble. It started out with her saying to me, let's ignore Cheryl. And silly me went along with it. And then when Cheryl came back in, she talked to me about it, and I said, yeah, it was Melanie's idea. And she's like, well, let's ignore Melanie. And I went along with it stupidly. And then it was my turn, and it really hurt. It really hurt when it was my turn to be ostracized. And I'm like, damn, of course it was going to happen to me. Mm. I actually stopped hanging out with them. I didn't go back. Smart move, huh? I started hanging out with other girls instead. Yeah. So there could be bitchiness, there could be ostracizing going on. There's a lot of lies going on there. And brace yourselves, everyone. It's gonna be a rough ride. Two of Swords, you won't know what to do. It'll be confusing. You won't know what to do. I think, well, the cards are going to tell us, aren't they, what to do? Tell us what to do. Yeah. Death card. So there's serious endings going on so that these new beginnings can start, so that the movement can start in the right directions. We have to go with it, really, don't we? Three of Wands is about just kind of waiting, waiting for it all to blow over. She's got a good ship. She's got her integrity there. She's got a good ship, and she's just kind of waiting. Yeah, I think just sit it out, see it all play out. As long as you're in integrity, it shouldn't involve you too much. But I think it's going to involve everyone. I think everyone's going to cop some flack from this. But as long as you're in integrity, as long as you got your good shit there in your hand, you're like, I'm good though. I'm happy. I'm happy with the choices that I've made. I'm happy with my behavior, and chaos and conflict all around can go on, but it's really not that much to do with me. I think that's the best way of handling it, but let's see. I'm sure we're going to get more about it. Tell us more. Got the devil. Oh, and transformation. Nice. Transformation was hiding underneath the devil there. Isn't that perfect? I feel very quiet this morning. How about you? If you're on Facebook, come along to our group there. Join our community. It's so quiet in here. Like, it got up to like 40s and things like that. About 40 people in here at some point, but it's gone down to just 6 or 7 of you now. Llamas. Lamas? I don't know how to say it. Lamas. Amas. It's the devil anyway. It's not going to be a pretty. It's just watch out. I think it's going to be good. Transformation comes from it, you know. Let's read the devil out. This Lamas. Wild abandon. Games are played, wages made, bread and beer enjoyed. Devil card. Yes, enjoyment of the physical world, overindulgence, that kind of thing. Taking chances that may pay off. Taking risks. Interest in this devil card. It's quite different than other decks. What I would see the devil card as, which is, fear and those kind of things. And eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. Sensibility. Enjoyment without thinking. about putting anything by for the future. Huh. Yes. I was just thinking about fight nights then. Because the other gym, they've never had a fight night before. They're doing the first fight night. The timing of it is weird because it's tomorrow. It's weird because the island always gets busy just after full moon party. So when I'm going to Samui for my dental work is when this island gets really big. That's when we have them. That's when we have our fight nights. We have them just after full moon. There's always one around then because that's when the island gets busy. So they've got that against them. It's the first one, so they don't know what they're doing. They don't have any. They tried to get us involved in it. Refused. It would be very interesting to see what goes on. I wish them luck. I think it's going to be a learning experience for me as well, watching how well they do with all of that. Apparently they've spent 80,000 baht on it already because they've been getting ferry tickets for fighters to come over now. It blows my mind that they would do that. I wish them luck, but it's going to be very interesting. The reason that came up in my mind was because this card, it's like wild abandon. It's thrown too much at it. It's putting too much into something that maybe won't pay off. You know, we can do that. We can take a risk thinking that we're going to get a lot from something, go all out. And it could be not pay off, not the right risk to take, you know. But transformation comes from it. A lot of learning comes from it. Love this card. Transformation. She looks so bold. She just be like, right, I know what I'm doing now. Transformation. So even if it's you that has taken that wrong risk or a risk that doesn't seem to get you the results that you were expecting, you're going to learn a lot from it. You're going to get transformation from it. The Chariot. As we move through all the coexisting cycles, we create change, and we are change. It's an interesting paradox. We exist in the middle of it as Earth exists in both nighttime and daylight. It's change, it's movement, it's transformation, it's conscious reaction. Isn't it good? It's like someone else can do it, and you can learn from what they're doing. In my case, that's what's happening. As I said, these energies might be going on around you. It could be happening to you. You could have some involvement in it. It could be going on around you. You might be seeing this play out with other people. And you can get transformation from that. You can learn from other people's mistakes. Risk taken. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Judy. Oh, you were here already. Sometimes I forget. Wheel of Fortune. It's all major arcana, have you noticed? This is big. This is really big. The Wheel of the Year. Cycles, 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 cycles. Constantly moving, change. Never stops. Never stops. That wheel never stops moving. We go through cycles. There you are. Change in the air. The next logical step. Changing fortunes or repeating cycles. What you're going to do, you're going to learn from it. Or you're going to do something different. Okay, so the stuff that's coming up teaches us. The stuff that's coming up around this full moon, even if it's on other people around us, we can learn a lot from it. We can transform it so we don't do the same thing again when the cycle comes around again, because it will. So if we're talking about toxic people, learn. Like, don't just be a victim to it going, oh, poor me. They're toxic people. No, 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 no. Like, learn from it. How did you let those toxic people in your life? What weren't you seeing? How didn't you empower yourself? When should you have stood up for yourself? When was the best time um, to do all of that stuff, you know? Oh, you had an interview for a new job. Cool. Did it go well? Of course. Ace of Fire. The Three of Earth. I like this card. Three of Earth. I like the picture on it. It reminds me of a new makeup palette that I've got coming because I'm obsessed with eyeshadow palettes. Three of Earth, plant life. The Three of Earth is the result of what can be done when different elements combine together. Oh, working with others as part of a team will allow you to accomplish more, or even something entirely different than if you were to work alone. Collaborations, yeah. I'm just thinking about my part in it, but of course. That's why my business partner's coming tomorrow. So we want to go to the fight night and learn from what they're doing. Yeah, we're all going to go along together for sure and be paying a lot of attention of what goes on. Makes teamwork even stronger. By phone link. Oh, makes teamwork even stronger. So everyone's learning. Exciting new starts, exciting new beginnings. How interesting. You see what I'm getting from this now is that some people who have like, how can not negative karma, but I've got more things to work through, might be going through these things. You might be noticing it and learning from that without having to go through it yourself. Isn't that interesting? It's a writing of the karma. So you might notice around this full moon, the toxic people going through lessons, you being able to gain some learning from it that really benefits from you. So you get to benefit from the toxic people this time while they're really going through it. Their towers are falling, their houses are falling down. Do you want the job, Sandy? Did it sound like a good one? Exciting new starts. Let's read that one out. Ace of Fire. Love it. Of course, that can be new relationships too. Strong personal energy at work. This card is something we wish very much to do, not just well, but excellently. It's a hotly burning desire that can be directed and used to light a project, large or small, and has the potential to create glorious fireworks or even just delightful sparks. Well, good luck, Sandy, if you want it. What else? So you might be, if you're on the right side of karma, that sounds wrong now because we all get lessons, right? So it's not like, oh, they're bad people, so they're getting bad karma. No, they're just getting lessons. We get lessons too. It doesn't make us bad people. But varying levels of lessons, right? There's a writing of the karma here, so you end up benefiting. It's good. About time. In bulk. So many major arcanas. Oh, cool. Well, good luck then. In bulk. It's a star, isn't it? In bulk. Forgot to wear my glasses. It's a funny thing. I tidied up. The cleaners were coming in yesterday afternoon after I'd been for my massage. I came back here and I knew the cleaners were about to show up because they pretty much come at the same time when I put the thing outside to beckon them in. And I was cooking something, bit of salmon with some rice and apple I had. And while it was cooking, I thought I'll tidy up a little bit because if I clean the spaces a little bit, they'll actually clean up. So the thing over there, can't see it, but the TV table over there, I have usually have my glasses on there, but I put them in the cases and I put them away underneath. And as I was doing it, I thought, I wonder if putting them under here will cause me to forget to wear them. The answer is yes. It caused me to forget to wear them. And I only noticed like halfway as I was riding to training. Someone was grinning at me at the side of the road. I couldn't tell who it was. And I'm like screwing up my eyes, trying to squeeze my eyeballs so that I can see. I'm like, I'm not wearing my glasses. The answer is yes. Put my glasses away. I forget to wear them. Anyway, bulk. Mundane things from my life. Where are you? There she is. Purification. It's time for clearing things out. But it's about the star too. It's about reaching higher. It's about healing as well. Healing, hope, peace, comfort, guidance, direction. Oh, guidance. Yeah. Okay, guidance. Something needs to be sacrificed. Someone needs to be sacrificed. Oh. Toxic people could be sacrificing themselves this time for our sake. Purification and peace. Be at peace with that. So don't do the codependent thing and feel really bad for them and try and clear up their issues. Just learn from what it is that they're doing. How interesting. Let's do some mini reads. Thank you to Jessica. Jessica's first. And Laura, thank you too. High self-guidance for Jessica. Jessica. Jessica, we're talking about work for you. Criticism of what you do. Never good enough. Oh, this is an internal thing. This is that energy of someone coming around your house and you apologizing for the mess that it is, but there's no mess there. It's like, sorry, I didn't get time to clean. It's a bit of a mess. And then they come in and it's pristine. It's the energy of cooking something for someone, saying, oh, I hope you like it. It's not that good. I usually make it better than this. But it's good. It's the energy. It's that internal energy that we have that is, I didn't do it very well. An apology. And when we've got that energy of apologizing for ourselves, it does attract criticism toward us. Probably not from our friends that are coming around to our house that know that the house isn't a mess at all. But from in work being what you do, the things that you do, like the cleaning of your house or the making of a meal or something like that. You might be attracting criticism from people, from those that are critical, those that don't love you, those that don't care to love you, because of an internal ongoing criticism that you've got. Watch when you are apologizing for things when there's no need to apologize. Yeah. Can be looking for a validation, but I think it's just an under the surface self-criticism is what it is revealing about what you do. Never quite being good enough for you, not going to be good enough for other people. I was thinking, you know how we were talking about maybe the algorithm isn't working for me because I'm not doing the astrological things. I thought maybe I could do like bonus ones, like not do 12 of them because that's too much, but I could do like 1 or 2 a week and have people like pick out what star sign to do. I could do that. And so I tried to do a YouTube post to get people to vote, but you can only put 4 options in one of those polls, so not 12. 12 is a lot for anything. I'll think on it anyway. Also, you've got touch and meditate. Okay, so it's like go within, go within. Whatever's going on outside of you, if you're getting criticism from outside of you, meditate on that. Meditate on the fact, is it, have I got an underlying self-criticism ongoing all the time? And is that coming out in me apologizing for myself in some kind of a way? The touch card means it's not huge. It's not going to be glaringly obvious like it is in some people, but there's a little bit of it there. Fine tuning is what we're talking here, Jessica. Laura, thanks for your donation. How's self-guidance for you? Put them all in one video. That's what I did. That's what I used to do, right, with the weeklies. It was long. Whatever. That's another thing that I was thinking of too as well, Sandy, is changing this. But I do like this. I think it's useful. To a star sign reading, I was thinking that. I had that idea too. I'll think on it some more. Laura. Well, James, I could do it like earth signs, fire signs. That's what I could do, because that's still going to show up, right? It's still going to show up if someone searches Taurus tarot, and I've done an earth sign tarot for, I'd have to learn which ones they are though. I'm not an astrologer. Why should we have to do that for tarot? It doesn't make sense, but you two algorithm gods. What the hell? Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo? Is it Virgo? It's one way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah, it's one way of doing it. And so 1 week it'll be earth signs. Ooh, good idea. Laura. Perfectionism. Choose to change. Choose to change. Choose the changes that are better for you, but don't try and reach perfection. This is that ongoing thing, right? There's always a negative and a positive to everything. There is a negative way of expressing things, including self-help, right? When we're doing this kind of work, the negative expression of it is perfectionism and going too hard on ourselves, being too hard on ourselves and all of that. We want to improve our lives, go for better things, right? Improve ourselves and go for better things. But we don't want to take it so far that we go for perfectionism. You see, you hear like spiritual teachers and some religions and some spiritual things like saying that wanting things is a negative thing, right? Wanting things is that wanting is a negative thing. Well, it's not. It's not. But if taken too far, yeah, for sure, anything can be. Anything can be a negative thing. I want to make it complicated, Kate. It's complicated anyway, having to bring astrology into it when I'm not an astrologer. That's why I stopped doing them, is because, for one, it's too much. I do the pick a card reads because it's 3 instead of 12. 12 was just too much. But 4 is better, isn't it? Earth signs, fire signs, water signs, air signs. I will have to learn what bitch they are there. Anyway, back to Lara. So yeah, that getting that balance right. It's just getting that balance right of improving yourself, but not of that state of mind where I'm not good enough yet unless I've got this, unless I've done this. It's good to want to improve your life, but if you're holding yourself back from being happy now until you've got those things or achieved that thing or whatever, that's not a good thing. So just be careful around that at the moment, Lara, of the self-help, the self-improvement going too far and becoming perfectionism. And also, do what you love. Jealousy. So also an element of can't make my life too good, otherwise people hate me. There is that. I mean, there is. It's true. When you get successful, people hate you for it. It's true. It makes them feel bad about what they're not doing themselves, as if it's like personal insult on them. Yes, people react that way. You just have to take that. You see how much famous people, successful famous people, see how much crap they get. Is at every level, that for sure. So, but don't let that stop you doing what you love. There are people up there experiencing these things with you. There are people there. There's less of them, yes. More complainers out there than there are people excelling. But don't hold yourself back, Laura. Yeah, don't hold yourself back, is what all of that is saying. Don't hold yourself back because of perfectionism, like not allowing yourself to have what it is that you want until you reach that next stage. And don't hold yourself back for other people's reactions to you, because they will. It's disappointing, but they will. I also want to make the star sign ones be relationship focused as well. And I'll do deeper dives for them too. So yeah, I think that's the way to go, is to do like earth signs and fire signs. Yeah, thanks for your input, everybody. So, mini reads done. If anyone else wants one, get the donations in and I'll batch them up. Same, but let's get some more tarot for the collective out. Excuse me. Welcome, Laura. Going on with my voice. Okay, tell us more, miserable ladies. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting week ahead. Who are you? King of Wands in the world. King of Wands. Impulsive. Fiery, impulsive. I want this. I'm going to go get it. I'm doing this. Could be that same energy, someone taking a risk. But they're completing a cycle. Starting a new cycle, the World card. It's like they've got clarity. They know what to do now. King of Cups. However, the King of Cups, King of Chalices, doesn't know. Two Swords doesn't know what to do. Two sides of us, two sides of other people, perhaps. In the fire energy, completing cycles, taking risks, knowing what to do. In the heart energy, what do we have in the Lenormand? The loyal heart and the snakes. Okay, so the King of Cups there doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what action to take. And you know what that's saying? It's saying like if we're in our heart energy for that loyal heart, you know how I was saying about that loyal heart, how they can be susceptible to the snakes because seeing the best in everyone and just loving everyone and all of that. And the snakes want to be with those King of Cups, those loyal hearts, because of that. The only people that will put up with them. It could have something to do with that. Let's see where this is going. Seven of Swords, deception. What's with the Seven of Swords then? Deception. This is the Lenormand message again, isn't it? But this time with if you're in the fiery energy and being decisive, you do know what to do. Three of Chalices, there they are. You see the gossip. So that's what I was getting from that one. It's the people around where the deception's coming from. The bitchiness, you can't sit with us kind of an energy. That cliques, groups of people all ganging up. Fire signs versus water signs. War. A decisiveness coming from those in the fiery energy, those that know what they want, empowered. Loyal hearts not knowing what to do, perhaps being more affected by this horrible energy here, deceptive energy and gossip and stuff like that. Okay. So we've got this chance to learn from what's going on over this full moon from others, whether it's happening to us or from others. We've got a lot of transformation that can come from it if we're paying attention. But if we are too in our heart energy and not in boundaries and stuff like that, we could get sucked into it or be ostracized by it. Just wait it out is what these said. Wait it out. Oh, it's quite vague because I think this could be playing out in many different ways. Even in our lives, I think we could see it playing out in our individual lives, many different ways. The Hierophant's at the bottom of the deck there, so I think there's going to be a lot of learning going on from around all of this. Yeah. Do we need more? I think we need more. Give us another angle on this. I'm going to have a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself. back on? Yes, it's back on. Thank you for permitting me toilet break. Thanks, Carrie. Waiting's driving me crazy as well. I almost said something. I did ask him, is he coming tomorrow night? He's not sure. I felt like saying something, you know, like, especially after that energy update yesterday. It's like, okay, now's my chance to throw a spanner in the works. But I didn't. Because I get frustrated with it, and then I see him, and like, if I ask him a question like, are you coming? And then I see what goes on in him, like whether he's allowed to or not. And I think he's with someone that's quite controlling. And he's like, okay, to force someone into change that's obviously having a hard time of it isn't the best thing to do. Which pretty much is what the reading said yesterday, so I didn't. But tell us about it. Tell us about the weight, guides. Page of Swords. She's like, what? Come on then. Her hands are out like that. Page of Swords. I'll read it out. Page of Swords says, a renewed sense of vitality and energy is on the horizon. It's always on the horizon, isn't it? Now it's time to move forward with any plans that you have, regardless of the thoughts or views of those around you. Page of Swords represents the beginning phase or initial steps of a venture or project. Yes. There is also a naive sense of optimism that comes with certain risk-taking, which is sometimes necessary in searching for truth and potential success. Don't be afraid to take a leap into the unknown. There's magic ahead. Got new starts for things, but it's on the horizon. We've got to learn from the stuff that's going on around us. What I was saying before. Six of Wands is about success. Six of Wands, success. Thank you, Deborah. Just looking over her shoulder, not sure why. Six of Wands. The arrival of positive news. You're victorious and should be proud of your brilliant accomplishments. Your enthusiasm is paid off threefold as you realize your limitless potential. There's nothing you cannot achieve, and others also recognize this as your strength. Creativity begins with connecting with your higher self. You've learned to harness this and are an inspiration to those around you. This card represents a harmonious state that comes from finding a healthy, comfortable balance in all areas of your life, mind, body, and spirit. Great news, diplomacy, conquest, good fortune, cooperation, popularity, success. Popular. Send you a video of the sunset. Nice. Tell us more about this. There we go. The High Priestess. Intuition involved here. What we intuitively know to be true. The Bearer lover of magic, spiritual teachings, and inner knowledge. She has a deep understanding of the higher realms of consciousness and acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. Card indicates an awakened spiritual or psychic awareness and encourages you to make time for introspection and meditation. Well, yes, we've got Mercury's in retrograde, so that it is a time to go within for sure and quietly take on the lessons that are around us. Listen to your intuition and dreams. I had a terrible dream the night before last. I think it's a premonition. I need to tell my friend about it because it was about her baby falling off the back of a bike. In very particular circumstances, and I was there and I saw it happen. It was terrible. And I rewrote it in my head when I woke up. I'm like, that's not how it happens. I'm going to run. As soon as I see this scenario, I'm going to have that feeling of deja vu. I'm going to realize and I'm going to run toward that bike and catch her. What was last night's? I know last night's. Yeah, wow. My dreams have been very predictive kind of dreams lately. Last night's was weird energy. Weird energy dream. I won't say what it was. It's kind of personal. It's also advised you listen to intuition and dreams and reflect on the feelings and visions you experience each day. It's the understanding of your highest purpose and potential through attaining a balance between your physical and spiritual self. You alone have the power to raise your vibe in order to access the higher realms of sacred knowledge. Wisdom, education, mystery, magic, serenity, secret knowledge. Akashic records. Pretty much saying all of this, that there is a lot to be learned, a lot of transformation to be had during this time if we go within and we take the gold from it, and not get involved with the chaos, because there will be a lot of people reacting, ego reactions to what's going on, right? But not getting involved in that. Even if people are ostracizing you and stuff like that, it's saying just like sit back and wait, and you don't need to do something. Just learn from it all, and go within. What else? 2 more cards, please. Thank you. Since when do the guides listen to me? Usually I say 1 more card and throw out 2. The Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords has boundaries. Knight of Cups gives a love offer. Let's read them out and then I'll get to your mini reads. The Queen of Swords came out first. Where are swords? Queen of Swords. Your strength and powers of discernment are needed at this time. You may want to detach your inner emotions or fears from your given situation in order to make an objective decision. Right. If you're in your heart at this time, it's going to be tricky. You're not going to know what to do. If you're in more fiery element, I know Queen of Swords is quite fiery though, isn't she? She cuts through it. She cuts through that stuff. She's got a bit of fire energy about her. Need for an unbiased opinion about something. Look to all the facts before making any judgments. If we're in our hearts, we could get swept up in the stuff that's going on and hurt by it and all of that. But if we're not in our hearts, we're going to fare this better. Look to all the facts before making any judgments. Think with your head this time as opposed to your heart. Yes. Knight of Cups. It's a bit of a worry. Because I'm not particularly getting that any of this has been about relationships. And then the Knight of Cups shows up. The arrival of great news, an invitation or an adventure, new experiences are on the horizon. One that will emotionally nourish your heart and soul. The pursuit and the manifestation of creative ventures or projects. I think it's saying like to get to this heart point, we need to detach from our hearts, just to ride this one out. Being able to identify the necessary steps to reach your goals. Interesting, isn't it? When we get the guidance to detach from our hearts, we get guidance so often to connect with our hearts, and now we're getting the guidance to disconnect. Now is not the time to be in your heart. Think things through. And because chaos and conflict being in our hearts is not the right thing to do, right? Because we get swept up in it. That's when our ego can react to it all, and we feel victimized and all of that, and overly compassionate to other people that are going through stuff and getting involved in it and trying to fix it and stuff like that. It's not the time to be in our hearts at the moment. Carrie, high self-love timelines. Why are we waiting? Why is Carrie waiting? Why is Carrie waiting? Love. Oh, you need to reach out. How come? How come Carrie's got to do it? Accept what is in connection. Accept perhaps you're the one with more clarity that needs to reach out now, that they're not going to, that they don't have it, or they don't have the courage or the clarity to. You need to reach out. When? When does Carrie need to reach out? Yeah, that is pretty much saying that sometimes we can see, we don't always have to be the strong ones, right? And they don't always have to be the strong one. And even though I've said in the past it's their turn, and we know when it's their turn, it we can also recognize when someone might be in fear of stepping forward. They might have done the preliminary work to get themselves to the point where they could, if they had enough courage, reach out. Do they need to do the actual reaching out, or is it enough that they prepared themselves? I think that's saying it's enough that they prepared themselves. You've got the Emperors. Wow, it's you taking the power. 3. You might want to do this within the next 3 days. 12, 13, 14. Before the full moon. Hang on, I need to get clarity on that. Why before the full moon? Are you saying before the full moon? Hey, Debbie. Yes, before the full moon. Got lapped out. Okay. Why? Yeah, because they're vulnerable and they're fearing. Yeah. So it's just the courage thing. So it's for you. Do it within the next 3 days. Reach out. It's just the courage thing. So afraid of rejection, afraid of you're just feeling vulnerable, and a fear of lack bad. So it's just the courage thing. It feels like they've done some preparation. Good luck with that, Carrie. Uh, I, I find that scary. Deborah, thanks for your donation. I'd like to send Aaron a thinking of you card for his dad's death. Anniversary, but we're sitting and it's not speaking. 4 months. You were determined not to contact. Should Deborah contact? Yes. Let's get some cards about that. Oh, it's all yes. It's our turn to contact. I'm going to have to ask for me. He is scared, yeah. Oh, you need to reach out. Good luck with that. I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, I don't know how the best way is to do it, you know. Should you send one? Yes, you should. Deborah? Who perceives the perceiver and initiate? So you initiating that will open them up. It will open them up. So, yes, do that. Change its perception of you. So the resistance to you at the moment will soften when you do that. So you'll initiate it. You being the initiator. So you've got a standoff at the moment, and you reaching out will soften that up. It's a good thing. And then once you've done it, stop. Don't continue on with it. Then it is their turn, right? Because they're going to go through a process of clearing that resistance to you, and then get in touch. So don't overdo it. Just initiate. Just do that. You're absolutely right in that, Deborah. I've got anxiety for you, Carrie. I know. I didn't. You might have noticed I didn't want to give you that guidance because that's scary. What about me? Should I be the one reaching out now? I've not asked this for a long time. Should I be the one reaching out now? No. Whew. Just you then, Carrie. And you, Deborah. Whew. Good. We've all got anxiety for Carrie. This is a bit scary, isn't it? Maria, you're sabotaging relationships. Sabotage. Helper. Being the strong one. Helping them. Choosing people that you can help. And then being the strong one and helping them. It has you in kind of a mother role, and it's not. You don't want to be in mother role in relationships. You want it to be a partnership and receive plenty from them, you know. So, no, you don't want a father figure either to be in a relationship with. It's just you want a partner. So, yeah, you need to change your stance on that. So why would you be choosing those that aren't really suitable for relationships and then getting yourself into a helper kind of a role? It's a sabotage, is what it is. It's a comfort zone. Yes, this is it. That's what I was getting. It's a comfort zone, staying safe. It's what keeps you safe. So you feel safe there, but it's not safe. That's the thing. It's kind of safe because you've got the power, you've got the control over them, kind of thing. If they're kind of beneath you and you need to help them, but it's not a good relationship. So your comfort zone is uncomfortable. And you don't need to keep yourself safe there. It's okay to have a relationship with someone that's at the same level as you. You don't need to go looking for the masses out there and picking them up. Someone of your level, which of course requires you to realize that right level that you're at and stop thinking that you're lesser than you are, feeling that you're lesser than you are. Oh, okay. So for those of us with the relationship, I just want to get some more cards out for the collective here. Those of us that all of this is about relationship, I want a bit of advice for all of that. Those of us that are in, all of this energy here is about relationships, romantic relationships. Give us some advice for this full moon. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, so it's pretty much this energy is just wait. It's so I'm asking about this deception, being ostracized, all of this kind of stuff, not knowing what to do. If this is coming up in romantic relationships for you, the answer is just to wait it out. It could be that just your loved one is going through lessons at the moment. So wait, sit it out, trust them to go through it. Apart from Carrie, you've got to talk to her. The strings attached. You see, there's more to it. There's more going on behind the scenes. String is attached there, so stuff that you don't know about that they're going through. You know, if someone's going through a lot and they're managing a lot and they're healing themselves and they're sorting it out and they're getting their courage together and all of that stuff that we go through, it's enough, isn't it? But imagine if you've got someone then coming to you saying, come on, I'm waiting for you. You're going to do something. When you're in the middle of all of that, it's like you'll push that other person away for sure. There's more going on than meets the eye here for people. Hence the just watch, sit back, wait, let people go through what they're going through, trust them to do that. Anything else? Yeah, it's going to come up with resistance. Guarded heart. A lot of resistance. There's this baby gecko, it's just on the wall over there. I found him in the fridge. Thought he was dead, but I wasn't sure. I got him out of the fridge and I just left him on the floor in front of the fridge. He was upside down. And, or she, and I went out. This was yesterday, day before. And when I got back, still in the same place but the right way around, I'm like, you're alive, you've defrosted. So I touched its tail and moved just a little bit. I'm like, okay, you're not okay yet. You've defrosted, but you're not okay yet. So I put a drop of water in front of it in case it was thirsty. I thought about getting it something to eat, but I wasn't sure if it would like a dead bug or something like that. There's plenty of them around. I didn't. I just gave it some water. I thought it'll revive. And a few hours later, it moved a little bit away from the drop of water. Don't know if it drank any of it. And it's on the wall over there now. It's looking perky. Covering nicely. I was so happy. So glad I didn't throw it away. Then it would have had to get out the bin. That might have been too much for its fragile body. Okay now. What else about relationships? This situation around this full moon is stuff going on with romantic relationships. Give us a bit of advice. Lack of self-worth. Someone could be feeling like they're not worthy, not confident enough to come forward. And, you know, if someone's feeling like that, it's going to be reflected back to them, right? Other people will be telling them that. They might not be as strong as you here. Might be going through it and reacting to people turning against them and being ostracized. Of course they will, if it's new. If it's new to them, they're going to be reacting to that, right? The lovers. Why have we got the lovers here? Something could go on over this full moon. Someone could come forward. Luck and drought. Get lucky. Could be someone else coming forward as well. We do have like another character come in the energy updates today. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic. You could have one romantic person around you that you're interested in. You could have two people that are interested in you, but you're not interested in the other one. Could be that for a lot of people. So not really a choice. Oh, chickens asleep on the ledge out there again. Took a picture of her yesterday and put it on social media. She's in the same place. She looks cute. Look. Take a photo of her and show you. This is my view. What a cutie. And that's what I can see when I look that way. She's taken to mainland. And there she is again. That was a while ago. I can't sleep on surfaces like that. We've got electric cars here. Electric buggies, I think you'd call them. That they have in resorts, you know? Got like 3 rows of seats in them. And the one a black and white cat that always says hello to me when I'm coming up the hill. Because I can ride up the hill a little bit, but then I need to jump off my bike and push it up the really steep bit. And the black and white cat is always at the top there and says hello to me. But yesterday when I was going up, she was on the top of the back of the seats of the electric car with like 2 legs hanging down. She looks so funny. She looks weird. Cats, love them. Well, we might have movement on the lovers front here. This could be another option, in fact. It could be getting lucky after a drought. There could be someone else coming in. There could be someone else coming in that gets the other person into action as well, gets them moving. We could have any kinds of universal kind of nudges, towers, things falling apart, catalysts going on in the next few days to cause change to happen, but this change is for good, is what the Lenormand cards are saying. Is to get the right kind of movement happening, so don't worry about it too much, the chaos that goes on, just sit it out, is what this is saying. There's more going on than meets the eye, and let people go through what they're going through, because as long as you are good with yourself, that's all that matters, right? It would be a mistake to get really involved in it all, especially if there's a lot of gossip and stuff like that. That would be a mistake to get involved in it all. It would also be a mistake to try and move things forward too soon. We've got a lot of 2 of Swords energy here going. We won't really know what to do. And so best to do nothing when we don't know what to do. Don't presume to know what to do. Don't presume you know what's best for other people as well. Just watch and see how it all pans out, because there's a lot of transformation that can come from this. You might see movement over this full moon. For sure there's going to be movement. For sure there's going to be movement. It might be involving you, it might not be involving you. Just go with it if it is involving you. If there's actually stuff happening that involves you. But I think for a lot of it, it's just going to kind of be about guidance, about sitting back and noticing and just seeing what goes on, being very observant about it and learning your lessons from that, or taking your lessons from that. Something needs to be sacrificed, or someone needs to be sacrificed. So for your purification process, be at peace with that. There's a lot going on. Be careful, everybody. Be careful out there. There's a lot going on in the energies. So thanks, everyone, for coming along. Check out my YouTube channel later. There will be a love tarot reading come out that I did last week. We're making another one today, which you will see Monday next week. Thanks, everyone. And have a good couple of days. I'll see you on Friday before I should be here on Friday. We'll see. I can't imagine that fight night will turn into some massive thing, but it just might. So I might be here. I might be here and be very tired, or I might not be here, but we'll see. We'll play that by ear. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you next time. Thanks again for coming along and your support of my channel. Don't forget to click like and